parietal bone. It's ossificate from connective tissue. That is why type of ossification that is endesmal in desma. Desma, that is connective tissue. And that is primary bone. Enchondral, that is inside of cartilage. Perichondral, that is outside from external surface of cartilage. Ossification continues inside of bone. That is secondary bones. And periostal, that is all bones. They grow in size with the help of periosteum on external surface of bone. Ossification continues in whole human life. That is functions of bones. That is biological and mechanical. Biological, that is hematopoietic bone marrow in some bones, yes, that is produce of red blood cells. And metabolic, that is depot of calcium, phosphor, iron, and so on. And mechanical functions: movement, support, and protection. Movement, it is clear, that is joints and so on. Support, support
Sir,
of muscles, support of inner organs, please.
Do you teach this stuff separately, or we have to self-study this?
Oh, yes, in time of mini exam, some questions I will ask you about this classification.
Then we have to go through this.
Yes. What else? Oh, that is types of it. That is clear, axial, accessory, axial, that is skull bones and trunk, and accessory skeleton, that is bones of upper and lower extremity. I think that is not so. What else? Oh, that is a structure of tubular bones, diaphysis, metaphysis, epiphysis, apophysis. I think you already know what is it, yes? What else?
That's all.
Well, today we will speak about, please.
Linea nymphalis.
Oh, linea nucha superior, inferior,
And supreme.
suprema. I think
It's
should be, yes, it is not so. Maybe that is small place. That is above of linea nucha superior. Now we will speak about orbita and nasal cavity. First of all, that is enter into the orbita. It has name additus orbita. Additus orbita. Orbita has 4 walls: superior, inferior, middle, and lateral. Superior wall of the orbita, it makes with frontal bone. What is this part? Pars orbitalis of frontal bone, and this small place of superior wall, ala minor of sphenoid bone. Now, lateral wall. Most part of lateral wall makes with the help of facies orbitalis of zygomatic bone, and it is facies orbitalis of greater veins of sphenoid bone. And the same small part makes with zygomatic process of frontal bone. Inferior wall. Most part of inferior wall, that is facies orbitalis of maxilla, the same small part of zygomatic bone, and posteriorly, small part of inferior wall makes with the help of processus orbitalis of what? Remember which bone has processus orbitalis? That is palatine bone. That is the same inferior wall. And now middle wall. Anteriorly, that is frontal process of maxilla. Behind is lacrimal bone. Behind of lacrimal bone, that is lamina orbitalis of ethmoid bone. And posteriorly, body of sphenoid bone. Now, what opens into the orbita? It is canalis opticus, it is fissura orbitalis superior, next fissura orbitalis inferior, then it is sulcus infraorbitalis, continues into the canal, and canal opens with the help of foramen infraorbitalis. From fossa sancti lacrimalis stat canalis nasolacrimalis. Canalis nasolacrimalis. It opens into the nasal cavity. And last two openings, here and here, they are absent, but you should remember foramen et maedale, anterior and posterior. Anterior and posterior et maid foramen. They are openings of the orbitum. Now, nasal cavity. Nasal cavity, it has medial wall, that is septum nasi, lateral, inferior, superior wall, and posteriorly, it is body of sphenoid bone and hana. What is inferior wall? Inferior wall, that is hard palate or bony palate, consists of palatine process of maxilla and lamina horizontalis of palatine bone. Septum nasi, it is crista sphenoidalis, vomer, crista nasalis of lamina horizontalis and crista nasalis of palatine process of maxilla. Anteriorly, lamina perpendicularis of etmate bone, crista and spina nasalis of frontal bone. Next, superior wall. Superiorly, it is os nasale, nasal bone, then pars nasalis of frontal bone, the same superiorly lamina cribrosa of etmate bone, and body of sphenoid bone. Corpus ossis sphenoidalis.
So here.
Yes, that is body. It's part of this body that is superiorly and part posteriorly. And last, wall that is lateral. Lateral wall, it is facies nasalis of maxilla, corpus maxilla, and facies nasalis of frontal process. The same in lateral wall we have lacrimal bone, os lacrimale. It is concha nasalis inferior, then labyrinths of etmate bone together with concha nasalis superior and media, then lamina perpendicularis of palatine bone and lamina medialis of pterygate process of sphenoid bone. And now, what opens into the nasal cavity? Give me a piece of paper or copybook and pen.